Hey guys, I thought I'd start with this camera angle because I look like an angel or something. But sorry, just can't help being stupid. I'm just going to pop you there just so I can shoot this video with both my hands free. How you doing? If you're wondering what I'm wearing, I've been out cycling. That's hence the strange attire. Basically, I wanted to start a blog, so here it is. So it's probably a good week to start a blog. E3 is coming. Last week was all about Apple, and this week it's going to all be about E3 and obviously gaming. So my first blog, you've probably seen it in the title, is about this game right here, which it's got a price tag over the 14, but it is NBA 2K14. LeBron James on the cover, who has just today helped Miami to win game 2 after getting cramps in game 1. I'm not going to go through all my thoughts on this game. It is a good game. It's very early next gen, so it does lack some of the features that I would have liked to see in there. There's a lot of stuff in the PS3 version that isn't in the PS4 version, but there's also much more advanced graphics and things like that in the PS4 version. I'd like to see a bit more customization to the player and things like that in the My Player section, because if you're setting up a My Player, you want to make it look like this. It's not so much that I want to make it look like me, but it's kind of fun trying to make it look like yourself. It's kind of interesting. So what is my issue with this game? Well, it is actually the My Player. Basically, they have an online or offline My Player. And the thing is, when you start playing, you don't know this. You just jump into playing and you're having fun. And then you realise that your player is an offline player. And the difference is that an online player has gold coins for the money you earn, and the offline player has a thing called VC. If you've got an offline player, they are always offline. If you've got an online player, they are online unless you play them offline. So if one day your internet is down and you want to play My Player, it's going to become an offline player, and then you're stuffed, basically. I'm going to say you're stuffed. Well, you're stuck with it being offline. Now the difference is that if you're online, you can actually spend your own money if you wish and buy extra credits to buy clothes for your player and things like that. But the biggest thing is that if you have an offline player, when you go into My Player, you can't actually change the clothes or buy clothes and things like that within the My Player section. You have to actually exit out and do it externally from that, because your My Player is an offline My Player. And what that means is when you get a shoe contract, you can't wear shoes. You can't buy them. You don't get all the shoes for free because you have to exit the My Player section to buy the shoes. It no longer knows that you've actually kind of won the right to have free Nikes, so it doesn't give you free Nikes. So you spend all this time playing this bloody game, and I'm saying 80 games plus playoffs across the season, and that's 48-minute games. That's just a ridiculous amount of hours to put into a game to then not be able to get the stuff. So if somebody's played online, they haven't done anything different to me. In fact, they might have paid $30 and just spec their player through the roof, rather than like me, where I've had to actually play the games and work for it. They might have just done it with money. Whereas I've actually slaved my guts out with my player, trying to build up his skills so I can get the contracts, so I can buy the clothes or whatever. So basically they have this mess. Whoever thought this up is a retard. They are you just want to take them out the back and shoot them in the head. Because basically you can take your My Player and play it at a friend's house. So it's an online thing, so you can log in with their PS4, you could log into your account and play your My Player. And it's just it's pretty simple basically. You basically say, My Player is progressing. Now if I've played a few games offline, from this point I've progressed. Now it hasn't been able to update the server, and that's cool. If I go to my mate's place and also play, I end up with 2 streams. If I then log in at my PlayStation at home, all it has to say is, hey, we detected that you played a little bit somewhere else. Which stream do you want to follow? And it goes back to that point of divergence and says, which one do you want? and you go, well, I want this one because this is one I played more, and I was just messing around at his house to let him have a go. I don't want that one. If I've spent VC over here, which is money that I could have paid for extra money I could have given PlayStation, if I've spent VC over here, bad luck, tough titties. I just go, scrap that and bring this one on and sync up the server. Easy. It's a no-brainer. Like, whoever thought up this system that they've got is an idiot, a total idiot. It's just like, why is it fair that I can't buy shoes? And that is my issue. I really hope that they fix this in the new game. There's so much good things about this game. This is a mess. I got used to playing with my guy, with my team. I was in the Bucks. I got used to the teammates. I don't want to start again. You know, when you're 30 games in and you have to play every single game, you don't have to play 12-minute quarters, but if you want to be able to build your player up, you do. And if you're playing offline, you can't do it by paying $30 and just buying a bunch of credits. You know, you have to actually play the games. If you're playing short quarters, you don't get as many points as skill points. You don't have the opportunity to build your player up as much. It's a real mess. It's a real mess, and they need to fix it. And I'd be really disappointed if I get the new game and they don't fix it. I finished the season. I won the playoffs. I won all the things. But I'm done. I'm done. I'm not going to play anymore. I don't want to play it anymore. You know, it pissed me off, basically. So let me know your thoughts on this game and this MyPlayer debacle as far as I'm concerned. As I said, it's a good game. I do look forward to seeing what the next one like and what they add, but they've got to improve this. They've got to fix this. Please, as I said, comment in the comments on your thoughts. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Look me up on Facebook at TechMyLife Video, and keep an eye out for my next video, all my future videos. Hopefully, I'll be doing some stuff on E3 and all the announcements going on there. I'm Simon from TechMyLife Video. We'll see you next time. Bye.